ready to go. Okay, I think I got everything set up. Come on in, come and join me. We're going to be talking about passive income and making $900 a day from home in 2 hours a day. That sounded too good to be true to me. Like not too long ago, I first came across this blueprint 3.5 months ago. I had no idea that anything like this existed. I just wanted a way to get time back with my family. I've got 4 kids. I'm in Washington State. Let me know, by the way, in the comments, what state that you're tuning in from. I would love to know who's out there, who I'm connecting with. But my goal is to one day have every single state represented here on a live video. Again, I'm in Washington State, so drop it in the comments. What state are you in? So I'm over on the West Coast. It's still really early here. My kids are asleep, but this is what I'm loving about this is that I'm able to have the majority of my workday done before my kids are even up. And then the rest of it, like I have 90% of it done before they're up. And then the rest of the time, I've got an automation system that is out there working for me. So that is what passive income is all about. Again, I'm in Washington State. I'm a mom of 4, and I had been working a side hustle to be able to stay at home with my kids. I was making a few bucks here, a few bucks there, $10 here, $20 there. And it was getting to the point of I was having less and less time. The more kids that we had, like adding the 4th baby, that was a lot. And running kids to soccer and dance and, all of the things that go along with being a mom. If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about, right? And so having all of these extra things that I'm responsibilities for with 4 kids, I was having less and less time in the day. At the same time, what's happened to the economy, right? Like everything has spiraled out of control. The prices of everything, the prices of groceries, the prices of, basically everything, like services, getting your car fixed, going out to eat, if that's something like that just wasn't in the books for us, having a family of 6, like, just buy food at the grocery store. That was a small miracle just to put food on the table, right? And you might be facing that same financial strain, that same financial pressure of everything has, gone through the roof. Inflation has gone, out of control. And so trying to keep up, especially because my husband, he's the one that has that job that's out there working, providing for our family. It's a good job, but it's like it's salaried. He doesn't have a way to bring in more money, and he was getting like 2% pay raises. Okay, that's not enough to keep up. And so it was becoming more and more pressure on me to try and make up the difference because, as the one who pays the bills, the one who's doing the grocery shopping, the one who's, kind of doing that day-to-day managing of the finances, it's like, okay, something has got to give here. And so when I came across this blueprint 3.5 months ago, I'm like, this could be an answer to prayer. It was not what I thought that it would look like. It was not what I was expecting. It looked completely different. But I knew that God had better for my family. I knew that He didn't want me to struggle to just get the bills paid, to just barely live life. Like, what kind of life is that where you're just getting the bills paid? You were created for more. You were created for better. You were created for more than just getting by, to live a life of impact, to have more than enough so that you could be a blessing to others. EmpoweredPassiveIncome.com for those of you who are just coming through. This is my website. When you get here, you're going to see a place to put in your email. Put that in, and then that is immediately going to take you to a video that is going to explain the entire blueprint, what I'm talking about. It's a very short video, but watch that all the way through because it will answer all of your questions. If for some reason you don't get all of your questions answered in that video, you've still got questions, hit reply on any of the emails that you get from me, and I will personally answer whatever questions that you have. Now, underneath that video, there's a button. You're going to click that button, and that is going to take you to the 4 different options that are available to get started with a passive income stream for yourself. So again, 3.5 months ago, I had no idea that anything like this was out there. I had no idea that anything like this existed, but I was needing a way out. I was living under so much stress and anxiety and worry that something had to change, something had to give. And so when I found out that I could have an automated system that was out there working for me, when I found out that I could bring in like actual real amounts of income that stack up fast, not just making $10 here, $20 there, looking at all of my dreams and goals, looking at, even $1,000 bill for the month and going, okay, how am I going to get there? This is impossible. I was living an impossible situation. I was living like this hopeless situation of things were never going to change, of like, how am I going to, even get a car fixed? How am I going to get the dishwasher fixed? We kept having thing after thing after thing break, and then medical bill after medical bill, month after month after month after month, right? And so to be able to go from that place of where I was making $10 or $20 on a product to suddenly being able to make $900, to be able to make $600, it's like that really stacks up. To be able to make $100 and then that very same day another $900, a couple days later another 900, then 600, then 300, like that stacks up so much faster. And being able to bring in these amounts of income for my family, it didn't seem real. I didn't think that I could do it until that first sale showed up of $900. Picked up my phone and like, what just happened? Like, this is amazing to see $900 coming in. I had never seen that much, ever. Like, I was selling little products where I was going to have to sell a lot of them just to make $900, just to make $1,000. I was having to put in so much work. And so what this has done for me is it has given me my time back, because I'm able to bring in real amounts of money for my family that actually puts a dent in things, so I don't have to live under that stress anymore. What if today could be your day? What if today were the day that you were set free from having to live payday to payday, of having to live under that financial pressure of how you're going to make it through the month, how you're going to get those bills paid? EmpoweredPassiveIncome.com. My name is Lee Meyer. Go here right now, and today could be your day. For me, that day was May 22, just a few months ago. You're going to go here again, put in your email. That is going to get you all of the details about exactly what you're talking about. For me, this day was May 22. I knew that I had to step out. I knew that I had to do something. Even being scared, even being skeptical, I saw how little time I had left with my kids. I saw that my kids were growing up faster than I wanted them to. My oldest is 14. He's going to be 15. My youngest is 2. And I was seeing how little time I had left. I was seeing how much time I had missed out with my baby, of just to blink and it's like she's suddenly 2, to blink and it's like, wow, where did 2 years go that I missed out on because I was trading my time for dollars? Where did those 2 years go because I was working a side hustle, working myself into the ground? I had bills to pay. I was just doing what I had to do to get by. That day that I went to the hospital to have her, I worked my side hustle. The day I got home, same thing. Like, I just could not take a break because I had those bills hanging over my head. So to be able to have a passive income stream like this has been life-changing, because it's given me that time back with my family. It's given me that time back with my kids to be able to be in the moment, to be able to be present, to be able to sit on the couch, read a book together, and not be worried about not working, to not be worried about how am I going to get the bills paid, but to actually be present, enjoy the moment, and actually be there. So guys, this has been the biggest gift for me and my family. This has been the biggest blessing over the last 3.5 months. And today could be your day. What if today were the day that you drew the line in the sand and you said, no more, no more. I am stepping forward. I am stepping out into this new thing that God is putting in front of me. EmpoweredPassiveIncome.com. This is where you're going to go to get all of the details. Head here now. You're going to put in your email and you're going to get that short video. This is going to answer all of your questions about exactly how this works. But I am so excited to show up and share this with you because I have seen the change in my own life. Again, I did not think that this was real. Like I called it all of the names in the book, like it's got to be a multi-level, it's got to be like a pyramid, it's got to be something. But I started looking into this and it's an amazingly generous business model. That is all that it is. And so to be able to step in, what this does is it allows you to be able to hit the ground running with done for you products. It means that you don't have to figure out something to create on your own. It means that you don't have to come up with something. It means that you don't have to spend months or years of your life trying to come up with something. And this is the crazy part. There are no ongoing expenses with this. Like if you were to come up with your own course, let's say you wanted to teach dog walking, just to throw that out there, there's as an example, to be able to host like a course, you're going to pay $100 to $200 a month just to host that course. With this, there are no ongoing costs. You are literally in profit mode from day one. So imagine being able to bring in $900. This is at 100% profit because of a very generous business model that is called master resell rights. And this means that simply you have the rights to sell these products as your own. With this, you actually don't just get $900 income stream, you actually get 4 income streams. So imagine what that would do for your family to have 4 income streams that are out there working for you, that are out there in the background, bringing you in passive income without you having to sacrifice more of your time. Because at the end of the day, that was all that I really wanted was time back with my family. Yes, like we have bills to cover. I just can't quit working, right? But to be able to have passive income that is coming in where I'm doing a little bit of work up front, we're going to be talking more about the 2-hour workday and how to attract daily paying customers during this 2-hour workday. But to be able to put in a little bit of work up front and then having an automation system that is out there in the background. Like, what would that do for you? What would that do for you and your family to be able to get your time back, to be able to bring in these amounts of money where it actually stacks up and you're not having to live stressed out. You're not having to live under that financial pressure, because what we teach inside of our program is not just how to make $900. Like, okay, $900 once a month, like that could still be life changing for a lot of people. You know, even $900 a week, that's like 3,600 a month, right? That could be life changing. But what we actually teach, what we actually give you to be successful with during this 2-hour workday is actually how to attract a daily paying customer to you at that $900 level. That sounds, it sounded insane to me. It did not sound real, but I'm going to explain all of this because this is easier than you think. With the magic of the internet, with the magic of having 5.5 billion people who are on the internet, who are on social media, who are hanging out for free. You do not need to have a following, by the way. So I started brand new on TikTok. I went and got an account. Like I had to go and download the app. I had never even been on the app before. Went and downloaded the app, installed it, created an account, did all the things. Like I didn't even know how to make a piece of content, but to be able to bring in $900 off of just posting simple pieces of content over there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and explain this a little bit more, but do you realize that when you learn these skills, when you learn how to be successful in the digital world that we're living in, where everything is going digital, do you realize that this $900, that is 6,000, I'm going to actually erase this a little messy. That is $6,300 a week. Like, what would that do for your family to bring in $6,300 a week? And this is $328,000 a year. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not like, okay, from day one, you're probably seeing 900 at a time, but this is about you learning the skills that can take your family to a whole new level. This is about you learning skills to be able to be successful in a digital world where people are spending, get this, $1.2 billion every single day on digital products, on products that you can't reach out and touch, on products that are kind of like, invisible, but it's real amounts of money. Over $1 billion that is being spent on these types of products every single day. Why not you be able to offer something in this industry? This is the biggest industry out there of digital products and e-learning. So that $1.2 billion per day, right? This is billion with a B, and that is per day. This is set to rapidly grow. It's the biggest industry out there, but it's also the fastest growing industry out there. So it's actually projected to triple over the next couple of years. By 2027, it's projected to hit $3 billion per day. Like, why not you be able to have a piece of that? Why not you be able to tap into where the money is? Tap into that $1 billion a day, what's going to be $3 billion per day industry. What would learning these skills do for your family? What would that do for you to get to the end of 2025 and look in your bank account and you've got an extra $328,000 in there? What would that do for you? Let me know in the comments, like, how would that make you feel? What would you be able to accomplish with that? Would it mean that you could get all of your debts paid off? Would it mean that you would be able to sit down, pull out your computer, send in that last payment on your car loan, on your student loan, and finally quit having to be a slave to those things? Would it mean that you would be able to fire your boss? Would it mean that you'd be able to take your family on a vacation? You'd be able to pull out the computer and say, hey, come and pick out where we're going with me. You don't even have to check your bank account. You could go on your dream vacation and not just, the cabin down the road. What would this do for you? So for those of you who are just coming through, my name is Lee Meyer. I'm a mom of 4. I was completely skeptical about this. I didn't think that it was real. I certainly didn't think that it would work for me, but it is. And I've been bringing in 900, 600, 300 at a time for my family, real amounts that actually stack up. You're going to get all of the details here at my website, empoweredpassiveincome.com. Go there right now. You guys realize that your life could change today. You can be set up with an automated system, with a passive income stream that is out there working for you in the next 24 to 48 hours. This does not have to take gobs of time. This does not have to be a thing where you're just hoping to someday be successful. This is like about you having success today. Empoweredpassiveincome.com. That is where you're going to go for all of the details. When you get here, you'll see a place to put in your email. Put that in, and that is going to take you immediately to a video that's going to tell you all about this. It's going to answer all of your questions about this step-by-step proven blueprint that literally anybody can have success with. Watch that video all the way through, because I promise that it will answer all of your questions. Underneath that video, click that button, and then you're going to be going to the next page where all of the different options are available. There's actually 4 different options that are available to you. Now, with this $900, you actually get 4 income streams: 900, 600, 300, and 100. But imagine what that would do for your family to be able to bring in 900 at a time, to be able to learn the skills of daily pay, to be able to learn how to attract customers to you, where you're seeing $900 and $900 and $900. Like, do you realize how quickly that stacks up? Again, $900 on a daily basis over a year, that's $328,000. Like, what would that do for your family? You learn these skills by January 1st. Maybe you're starting to see that $900 come in on a daily basis. You do that for all of 2025, 328,000. You so fired up. You do it again in 2026. You do it again in 2027. Just 3 years in a row. What are you? You are a self-made millionaire. Like, what could that do for your family. And it can all start today. Today could be your day. Today could be that day when your prayer is answered. Today could be the day when you see that breakthrough in your finances. Today could be the day when everything changes for you and your family. What if you were, 3 months from now, you look back and you're like, September 19th, that was the day that I said, hey, I am stepping out. I am doing this. And you are looking in the mirror. You're looking in the mirror, so proud of the person that you see, so proud of the skills that you've learned, so proud of the income that you've been able to bring in for your family. What if today were your day? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit more about how this works and about what it takes to be able to attract a customer on a daily paying basis at this $900 level. So let me go ahead and erase all of this, give myself a little bit more room. For those of you who are just coming through as I'm getting this erased, my name is Lee Meyer. I am a mom of 4, and I have been staying home with my kids the last almost going on 15 years now. My oldest is 14, going to be 15. My youngest is 2. I was working a side hustle. It was just not cutting it. Like there was not enough time in the day, and the price of everything had gone up. So I needed a better way. I was living under so much stress and anxiety and worry. So to be able to have a passive income stream now, this has completely changed my life. Just 3.5 months ago, I came across this blueprint. Actually, a friend stepped out and shared this with me, and I was completely skeptical. I'm like, that is not real. That cannot possibly be true. Like it's way too good to be true. But I started looking into it, and I'm like, this would be amazing. When I learned that it was just a simple automation system that was out there working for me, when I learned that it was a generous business model that I had never heard of, where I'm able to bring in $900 at a time, I'm like, yes. So I stepped out 3.5 months ago and started learning these skills, and to be able to see $900, $600, $300 showing up in my bank account, 100% profit, has been a game changer for me. It's given me my time back with my family. It's given me my life back, because I don't have to live under that stress and that anxiety and that worry, because I have an automation system that is out there working for me in the background. And you imagine what that would do for you to have a system like this, where you know that you have daily pay coming into your bank account today. Like, how would that change your life to know that you have $900, to know that you have $600 that is going to be hitting your bank account today, all because you have an automated system, all because you have a proven system that is out there working for you. So we're going to be specifically this morning, in the few minutes that I have left here with you, I'm going to be sharing how to attract that daily paying customer, and giving you 4 tips for that. So number 1 is to have products that are actually, in demand, that people want. Because if you're trying to sell something that nobody wants, you're not going to be successful with that, right? And so the very first step is to be able to offer products that people want. Again, this is a $1.2 billion per day industry. That is e-learning, that is digital products that people are spending $1.2 billion every single day is being spent on these types of products. So attracting a customer at that $900 level, you need to have something that people actually want, that people are actually spending money on. So this is what's currently being spent. Again, this is going to triple, is projected to hit $3 billion per day by 2027, just a couple of years down the road. Number 2, to attracting that daily paying customer to you, is to have an automation system that is out there working for you. You're not having to be chasing anybody. You never have to get on the phone with anybody. You don't have to be glued to your phone. You don't have to be DMing. You don't have to be chasing people down. But you have this automation system. This is what is out there working in the background for you. These are web pages. These are email sequences that are already set up, already proven to convert. Because if something's working, why go and fix it? If something's working, why go and change it? But this automation system, this is proven because it's proven to work for thousands of people. Thousands of people are following this blueprint, using this automation, using these web pages, using this email sequence, and having success with it. People of all walks of life, all ages around the world. All right, step 3 of attracting a daily paying customer. This, by the way, this automation system, that is your freedom machine. That is the thing that is out there working for you, giving you your time back. That is how those $900 days are possible, because that automation system is doing all of the follow up for you, freeing up your time so that you're not dependent on the hours in the day. You're not dependent on how much free time you have. You're not dependent on, okay, I'm really, really busy today. I can't work. I have literally no time. But with this automation system, it's out there running in the background for you 24/7, because those web pages, when you have a website, it is out there all the time, 24/7, 365. When you have an email sequence set up, an email autoresponder where they're set up to go out on automation approximately 1 day apart, that is all happening in the background. That's all happening without you having to do anything, right? That is what is getting you that time back. All right, step 3 to attracting a daily paying customer at that $900 level. This is simply getting your website out there and getting it discovered. With this, you're going to focus on what are called copy and paste ads. This is simply posting to free ad sites. I had no idea that anything out there like this existed, but these are sites where hundreds of thousands of people are visiting every single day to look for business opportunities, to look for ways to make money by simply posting there and then having a link over to your website. That is a way to get your website discovered, get people into your automation system. For those of you who are just hopping in here, thank you so much for joining me. I am so happy to be starting my day out with you, talking about this passive income stream, because it is something that I am so passionate about, because I've seen the change in my own life, and I've seen the change for countless thousands of people inside of our community who have got started with this step by step blueprint that literally anybody can follow. You do not need prior experience. You do not need tech skills. You do not need to have a following to be able to have success, to be able to see passive income coming in for yourself. So my name is Lee Meyer, for those of you who are just hopping in here, empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is where you're going to go. Head there right now and put in your email. When you get there, you'll see a place to put in your email. That is immediately going to take you to a video that's explaining everything that I'm talking about. EmpoweredPassiveIncome.com. That's going to get you all of the details. Watch that video all the way through. I promise that it will answer all of your questions about exactly what this is. If you're just hopping in here, you're like, I have no idea, but I would love to have a passive income stream. I would love to be able to have a way to bring in money for my family. I would love to be able to get that time back with my family in a way that actually puts a dent in bills, that actually, brings in real amounts of income. So Empower Passive Income, watch that video all the way through, because it will answer your questions. Underneath that video, you're going to click that button. That is going to take you to the following page, where you're going to see the 4 different products that are available, the 4 different options that are available to you for getting started. But today could be your day. September 19th could be the day when you're looking back 3 months from now, December 31st, and you're looking in the mirror and you're saying, hey, I am so proud of the person in the mirror. I'm so proud that on September 19th, you stepped out and you decided to take your family to a new level. I am so proud of you for the person in the mirror that you're looking at. So proud that you learned these skills to bring in daily pay for yourself to bring in. Do you realize that by December 31st, you could have an extra $30,000 to $40,000 in your bank account as a newbie from stepping out and learning these skills? Like, how would that change your holidays? How would that change November, December, to be able to have the best holiday season of your life, to not have to live under that stress? Like, what would that do for you to get to December 31st, having stepped out, having gone here, having checked this out, and then learned these skills to bring in $900, $600, $300, 100% profit? This is not an MLM, by the way. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just knew that that was not for me. So empoweredpassiveincome.com. Go there right now and watch that video. It's going to explain all of this and show you just how easy this is. But do you guys realize that in the next 24 to 48 hours, you could be set up with this automated system, with this passive income stream for yourself that is out there working in the background for you? Like, what would that do for you by this weekend? Today's Thursday. Like, you could get your product today, get the automation set up today. I had this done in the afternoon. I put the baby down for a nap. I'm like, I needed to get this set up. My kids were coming home for the summer. I found this 3.5 months ago. It was the end of May. Kids were getting ready to come home for the summer. I'm like, I need to get this done. I put the baby down for a nap. I had this automation system set up that afternoon. By the next day, this whole system was out there working for me. Like, what would that do for you? You head here now, empoweredpassiveincome.com, pick out your product, get that automation system set up, and by this weekend, have a way to be able to bring in income passively for your family. Right now, we're talking about getting your website discovered, bringing in a daily paying customer at that $900 level, and what this takes. This is all based on a 2-hour workday. This is why it is passive, because you have that automation system that is out there working for you the rest of the 22 hours of the day, out there in the background. So you can put in your 2 hours, and it does not have to be all at once, by the way. It can be 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there, because like for me, looking at 2 hours, I didn't have 2 hours in my day. I certainly did not have 2 hours all in one chunk of time with 4 kids. Like, that just was never going to happen. So to be able to have a 2-hour workday where you can split it up throughout the day fits with having kids at home. Like, even this summer, to be able to put in that 2 hours, I was actually putting about 1.5 to 1:45, using the time that I had and still having success with this. So to get your website discovered, to start bringing in a daily paying customer, to start getting people going through that automation, this is what it takes. So copy and paste ads where you can post over to free ad sites. Like, if you can copy and paste, you can do this, right? And so with these ads, you're going to post an ad, and then you're going to have a link back to your website. So what that is going to do is it's going to invite the person who is viewing that ad, hey, for more information, go to my website. You're going to have your own website. Just like I've been mentioning mine, empoweredpassiveincome.com, you're going to have your own website to be able to point people to. They're going to go there. They're going to get inside of your automation system when they put in their email. They're going to start getting all of those follow-up emails. They're going to get that video that explains exactly how this works. And at that point, they could go ahead and purchase from you. I've had people who just discovered like that, in the same hour, going from just discovering me to going to the next step of, watching that video, going to the next step of making that purchase, like all within a matter of minutes. The other kind of avenue to go is with social media. And for me, I was like, I don't like social media. I'm not a social media person. I don't ever hang out on social media. So I did have to start brand new from scratch over on TikTok. And so over here, to be able to start getting people into that automation system, we post 3 pieces of content per day. Now, I did not even know how to create a piece of content. I did not know what the plus sign was. I had started brand new, like had to go and get the app. I had never even seen inside of TikTok. But inside of the training, inside of the program, we show you exactly how to create those pieces of content, what to say, like how to create them. We even have faceless marketing training, where if you're like, hey, I cannot show my face for whatever reason, like maybe you're just a complete introvert, or maybe you've got other, safety reasons, whatever that is. We actually show you how to create these pieces of content faceless. So this, I just want to throw that out there for anybody who's like, I could never do that. Those 3 pieces of content, though, that is your real estate on social media. And so just like those copy and paste ads where you're having an invitation to go to your website, with all of these pieces of content, they work similarly, where you're going to have a message to your perfect customer that's going to speak to the pain points of your perfect customer, that's going to get their attention, stop their scroll, and then it's going to invite them over to your website. At that point, they're going through those automations. And again, I have had this go like in a matter of minutes, from somebody just hearing, like just getting that piece of content posted, just finding out about me, to clicking through and then making a purchase. Like, I did not think that would ever happen. I thought that it took time. I thought that it took time to build up that know, like, and trust. Now, not everybody's going to be purchasing right away, but this automation system, this is what is doing all of that follow up for you. This is that email sequence that is out there, where the emails are automatically set up to go out approximately 1 day apart. And that is going to do a lot of the conversion for you. So do you realize that to bring in a daily paying customer at this $900 level, to see $900 coming into your bank account on a daily basis, all it takes is using this discovery system to get this in front of 20 people. Because on average, across our community, 1 in 20 who are hearing about this are converting over into a paying customer. So what would that do for you and your family? I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here so I can hop off and tell my husband goodbye before he leaves for work for the day. My name is Lee Meyer. For those of you who are just coming through, I am a stay-at-home mom of 4, empoweredpassiveincome.com. I'm in Washington State. I'm so excited to be starting my day out with you. Empoweredpassiveincome.com. This is going to get you all of the details that I have been talking about. It's going to show you that blueprint step by step how to get started and start bringing in income for your family. But today could be your day. Today could be the day when you said, hey, I am doing this. I'm getting an automation system set up for myself. I'm getting a passive income stream set up for myself. And by this weekend, you could have this a whole entire automation system set up, ready to bring in $900, $600, $300 at a time for your family, 100% profit. Empoweredpassiveincome.com. Go here. When you get there, you're going to see a place to put in your email. Put in your email, and then on the very next screen, you're going to get a video. It's a short video, but I promise that it will answer all of your questions. Watch that video all the way through. If for some reason you still have questions after that, hit reply on any of the emails that you get from me, and I will answer whatever questions that you have, personally answer them myself. And then on the very next screen underneath that video, you'll see a button. Click that video. That's going to take you to the next web page, where you're going to be able to see the products. Again, there are 4 different products available. Our very best selling one is the Legacy Builder, where you get all 4 income streams, where you get that $900 income stream, where you get the $600 income stream, $300 income stream, $100 income stream. I know for me, looking at that, and I was completely skeptical. I didn't think that I could do it, but I started looking at that and I'm like, okay, so which one do I pick? When I found out that that $900 was the best selling one, I'm like, I do not want to leave any money on the table. I do not want to miss out on $900 coming in. And I'm so glad that I went that route, because to see $900 and another 900, that's 18, and another 900, that's 27, another 900, that's 3,600. Like, that stacks up so much faster than just $100, or, even just $10. That was the background that I was coming from, where I was making $10 here, $10 there, and it being a hopeless situation. So at that point, when somebody discovers your website and they're getting into your automation, they're going through that sequence and they're saying, yes, I would love to have a 2-hour workday. Yes, I would love to have done for me products. Yes, I would love to have a way to be able to bring in 100% profit on $900 sales. And they're going through that automation system. They just, maybe discovered you and they're saying, hey, I like this person. Yes, I want to buy from this person. Yes, I want to be able to have a system like that is out there working for me. Again, you guys, $1.2 billion is being spent every day in this niche on digital products. Why not you? Why not somebody purchase from you? So at that point, they get over to that page and they're like, yes, I am ready. Yes, I'm ready to get started. Then at that point, they become your new customer. And you realize that $900, like what would that do for your family to be able to bring in $900? Again, that's just $328,000 a year. What would that do for your family? How would that make you feel? All right, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, but go here now, empoweredpassiveincome.com. Do not miss out on another day of having an automated way to bring in income for your family. Like, what would that do for you if you stepped out today? Empoweredpassiveincome.com. That's where you're going to go to get all of the details. My name is Lee Meyer. I'm a mom of four, and I'm here to give you hope. I'm here to let you know that if I can have success with this as a mom, as if I can have success with this, in the crazy busy schedule that I have, with having this automation system out there working for you, like for me, if I can do this, you can do this. And I am so excited to see where this is going to take your family. All right, empoweredpassiveincome.com. Go there now. And I am so excited for you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hop off here and wish you a fabulous rest of your day. See you soon.